Hey Faith family, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ben Sepulveda and I am the new youth pastor here at Faith Community Church. Now I'm so excited to get started, and today I'm especially excited to be able to talk to you all about the Advent season. Now this Advent season is going to present a wonderful opportunity for us at a time when you're likely spending a lot more time with family than you're used to. To dig in, to not get frustrated because the kids are driving us nuts, but to instead begin instilling intentional rhythms of discipleship in your home. But what does that look like? Well, in Deuteronomy chapter 6, there's a verse that Jesus actually describes as the most important command that God has ever given us. It reads in verse 4, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your might." That's a huge command. And one of the ways that we can live that out is actually spoken to in the next couple of verses. It says, "And these words I command you today shall be on your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and you shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. You shall bind them as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates." Guys, the Word of God should be so important to us that it should be as though it was written on our foreheads as we live our lives. And the discipleship of our children is something that God commands to be the top priority for us as parents. But it can be difficult because sometimes we don't know how to do that. I would encourage you during this Advent season to begin by simply getting into the Word of God with your families intentionally every single day. That can be something as simple as getting into the book of Matthew and Luke and Isaiah in places where it talks about at the very beginning about how Jesus became flesh and he dwelt among us. That's a wonderful place to start. If you wanted something a little bit more organized than that, my family likes to do something called the Advent Jesse Tree. This is a really great book, and it's something that you could get on Amazon.com for $8. It's going to start on the first day of December. For the next 25 days, you can read a little devotion and some verses that have to do with the very beginning in creation and going all the way through the birth of Jesus, his life, his death, and his resurrection. That's a wonderful place to start. Another thing that we're encouraging you to do is to take a look at the link below at the Gospel Coalition page. There's going to be some great resources if you were to type in the word Advent or any other subject that you might be interested in. That's going to give you articles and devotions that are targeted on those subjects to be able to share with your families. So again, this Advent season, I'm encouraging you to do that with your families, to begin that rhythm that you can carry on into the new year and going forward. We're praying for you guys. We love you all. Happy Thanksgiving.